yeah, by the way, this was my outfit for today. Well, I had the Nirvana t-shirt, but yeah, I gotta change now. So I was just come from a night out. It's like 4 a.m. So basically what happened was that I was rushing home from work and I quickly had to put this on. This course that took like so fucking long to actually put on. Then I had to put on a wig and then I had to put in contacts, which never fucking wanted to go in. But basically I was like an hour late and I ran to our student union and I found like the room they were in. But it was locked, and I was like, and I messaged them on Instagram, like the society, and I was like, can you please unlock the door? But there was like windows that you can like see through outside, and I was waiting for someone to like notice me and unlock the door, but like 10 minutes passed, and I was like, are you serious? Like, I know you saw me. Are you not gonna check out? Like, why am I not entering? But yeah, basically one girl finally let me, and then I literally just had to like make small talk because everyone was just staring at me weirdly, and I was like, well, I don't know if it's just because I look this good, but you know, you can come and talk to me. I'm not a bitch yet. But yeah, but then we just went to our student bar, and then apparently we went out. This was not a plan. Like my plan was to come back by 11. Maybe take a shower, carve my pumpkin, and watch some cozy movies with my hot chocolate. So this was not planned. Then went to one people's house for them to drop stuff, and then went to other people's flat for like prees. I didn't drink, but I just had some candies. And then one of the guys that I was walking with, who I held my umbrella for, so like I was already doing him a favor. I was taking photos, and he was like, "Oh, you know, you just maybe ask before you take photos." And I'm like, my dude, if someone has a problem with me taking photos, they can just tell, yo, can you leave that? Like, you don't have to, push yourself in. And I don't know why, but I had a feeling like some people were gossiping about me. I'm not sure, it could just be me being paranoid. But like, there were loads of quick looks in my direction and whispering shit. So I don't know what the fuck was going on there, but like, okay. And then we finally went out, and kind of the same thing happened as the last time. They were just dancing in their own circle, and I was outside of it trying to break in, but it wasn't really working. But there was a couple who was really lovely to me, and we talked about poetry and nerdy shit like fantasy novels and Doctor Who. So I was really thankful to them. And then I walked one of these guys home, because it was proper pouring, and none of these idiots have an umbrella, because apparently it's a hassle and they used to rain. But like, don't just bring a brolly. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I'm not sure if I should like carve my pumpkin now and just do an all-nighter for the next 3 hours, because I have so much shit tomorrow. Or if I should just eat the half of my burrito that's been left like 5 hours ago and go to bed like fully sweaty. I'll think about it. But yeah, happy Halloween. What a fucking nightmare. My feet hurt. Not gonna lie, for like a uni that's in a Russell group and it's like a pretty big town, Liverpool's got shit at Lancaster uni. This uni is massive. It's like a little Oxford in the north. It's jealous, very jealous, very nice buildings, massive beautiful sports hall. There's loads of food everywhere, and I do like it better. Yeah, the rest of my team is going off to search for food. I'm keeping an eye on the kids and just gonna warm up a bit. We'll see how it goes. Apparently there's shit in Sabre, so I guess that's supposed to help me. because I'm shit as well, or getting shittier, I think. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not going to be too big of a disaster, and hopefully I'm not vomiting in the middle of the night because I've literally eaten 2 donuts and a sandwich. I should be on campus in like 5 minutes, but I have not eaten breakfast. I'm taking meds with me because I can't drink them now. I'm gonna take 3 pills this week, featuring my singing fly. But yeah, look at my outfit. Look how red it is. Grandma style paired with sports, and yeah. Oh my god, I'm so late. So I was just at the budgeting session and I asked about like China. So there is no accommodation on campus. You had to pay for it. It's a private one. You can't work, so you can't cover your living costs. Each semester is like 6 grand. I'm not sure student finance is going to cover it because I technically need to change my degree to include a year in China. You have to pay for your flight. There is funding which you are unlikely to get, and this person repeated several times. And if you do get it, you'll get it in like September when you're supposed to leave, so you will not know until like last minute, and they still advertise it. I just really dislike how they advertise it so like it's the most amazing opportunity, and then it's like, who the hell can afford to go to this? And it's the only option if you're like finally a student. Because obviously a year abroad is much cheaper, easier to figure out. But I couldn't do it last year because I was the generation of COVID. So like you couldn't apply because it was like uncertain. So it's like, thanks, not helpful. I feel like this medicine is not doing the thing that it should do. It should calm my mind and body, but kind of charge up my brain to like not fall asleep, and it's doing the opposite. I am more fidgety. There's so much going on in here, and there's also music. I don't know where that came from. So I have to listen to 2 different outlets. Like I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm trying to read, I'm trying to buy something online, and then I'm listening to a soundtrack, and I'm trying to also figure out how to work my diffuser. So there's just a lot going on right now, and my hair is wet and I should probably dry it. And you can see that I'm talking like 100 kilometers per hour. There's busy. love how patient my dissertation supervisor is. Like, we've had 3 meetings so far, and I've literally done no reading. I still don't have my dissertation question, and I just keep wasting his time. I don't know actually what to ask, because, like, he doesn't actually just give me, sources. Like, I don't know what my question is. I just like cats. That's pretty much it. It's kind of like a hobby interest, a fleeting interest. Like, I don't actually want to fully research it because I don't know what questions to ask. I'm so proud to have packed lunch today again. I did miss a class again, just to make it, and this was from the bag, technically. But come on, I have prepared lunch. I don't have to buy it with the money I do not have. Hey, healthy who? This is how behind I am. I'm literally writing a diary from May. What? And yeah, I've still not carved the pumpkin. What I find funny about this talk is that the department spent so much money on this speaker, and everyone's dying of boredom as he describes how big the text is. And I'm just like, the people who are volunteering to speak at this event had their free lunch cancelled because the department spent so much money on this speaker. What a horrid waste of money. Right, so something mortifying happened to me today. So I was already 15 minutes late to my class, and then I sat down, realised I forgot my lunchbox, which was the reason why I was late. And then my phone suddenly started ringing because I always have it on vibrate, but for some reason I forgot. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like, this did not just happen to me. And then in the library, I just kept coughing because I clearly caught something from the people who don't really take care of their throats. Thanks, guys. But then my flatmate messaged me like, hey, you forgot your lunchbox. I'll be on campus around 1, so I'll just bring it to you. And I was like, that is so sweet. I'm so thankful. Also, it's raining very heavily, so my rucksack has been wet 3 times completely, and because I lost my big bully and the other one is broken, I only have the small one, which doesn't really help, so that's great. It's sunny today. I don't like it, and I'm late again. I somehow managed to kill Robbo, so I got another succulent for free. But yeah, I probably just gave him too much love. not gonna lie, proper pissed at myself that I spent so much time and so much of the last night just typing away notes, meticulous details of each palace architecture, describing exactly what's where, and then just typing out 800 words and turning it in because there was literally no time left. And I even printed out, like I spent money to print out an article plus all the notes I had, which was like 21 pages, only to turn this little shit in. I just... And also, yeah, I have to have my dissertation question by tomorrow. So, no pressure. I've just woken up and realized that I missed club photo shoot for fencing, despite putting an alarm for 7 a.m. I knew when I got like tips yesterday, I got 3 quid in tips for some reason and bars. I knew when I got that something bad would be happening today. Once again, in full black. Gotta appreciate that. Can't believe that once again I've rushed like crazy to make a lecture. I was 3 minutes late, and then I realized that my class starts in an hour. And I didn't take my meds or had breakfast, so I'm gonna do that now, minus the new meds, which is bad, but I swear to God, why does this always happen to me? Right, so bit of an update. So yesterday one of my flatmates woke up to find woodworms have eaten through half her food in the cupboard that's been slowly rotting since I moved in. So I immediately freaked out, went on a Google search, found a shit ton of stuff, because my cupboard is right next to her. I was absolutely terrified, told my landlord, and she tried to charge us. She was like, oh, this is because you left the food open. Yes, because usually you don't leave food open, you just go through a pack each day. Like, first, if you did nothing, I would have been like, okay, that's shit. But you trying to blame me back on us when this is your fault because there's no clear ventilation, and it looked like that since I moved in, probably months before, because there is no way that amount of damage can be done in like 2 weeks. So,
You know the news, I have 2 courseworks to chase for next week, but you've guessed it, I haven't actually read anything. However, I did unload a shit ton of extracurricular stuff for me, like volunteering and backstage, working 7-hour shifts and stuff like that. And when I did have full 2 days to actually do some work, I somehow spaced out and I could not tell you where those days went and what I was doing, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't doing everything else but work.
It's 10 p.m. Well, almost 11. Once again, I am trying to sort out the deadline. However, this time it's a very niche topic and there's absolutely nothing on it. And if there is, our library doesn't have access, so I'm kind of panicking, if you can tell. And also, I just got my period, and I only have those like little thin pads on me right now because for some reason I just didn't restock my usual stash in my backpack, and I'm so tempted to just go to the Guild of Students because they have them in all of the toilets, just grabbing a shit ton of them and just coming back, but I cannot afford to move from this chair or distract myself with anything because I literally have to read through about 30 different sources because there's barely anything in the library. So I have to scrap something and I have to type those notes and I have to print those notes and I have to highlight them and then type them into an essay. This one is 3,000 words. So this is my last coursework of the first semester. It needs to go in tomorrow, but I'm so stressed and I have, at least this time I have snacks. I've bought them already, but I have other issues and I'm so tired of me doing this. But it's like, and I'm also on like a double dose of my meds, so I should have done something the whole day. Only I remember to take meds like 4 hours ago, which is probably fine because there are 13 hours still released, so I'll have all of the night to be awake. But it's very tiring to live with a mental health illness. It's not fun, just remember that. Not really sure why my face is so red, probably because like I had a massive adrenaline rush right now. But yeah, out of 3,500 words, I managed to write 1,200. And I'm pretty sure those 200s are like bibliography, because there's a lot. So that's great. There go my hopes of graduating in July. But then again, I did it. So be right back, gonna bang my head against the wall.
Okay, so I just wanted to show this amazing 1930s leather Cairo bag that my mate and I found at like a vintage market, and he took it. It was like, I can't remember, it was really cheap. And it's so beautifully, I mean, obviously this bit is a bit torn, but at the back it has a nice replica of how a hieroglyphic procession would look like, and it's so beautiful. And then he gave it to me for Christmas on our society dinner, and I was very ecstatic because I really liked it and I was so sad to have missed it. But then also he got me this book which I wanted to read for so long, and I even bought it for the library but didn't read it for 3 weeks and then had to return, and then couldn't borrow again because the waiting list for the book was like 3 months. So yeah, I was so happy. I was just like, this is like the best present. This is present from someone who knows me and what my interests are, so that's thoughtful. So we've just been cleaning our kitchen because of course no one else does. And what the fuck is this? What the fuck? This is also the kind of stuff that people just leave. Hello, good morning. Pretty sure the cats are hiding underneath the bed, so I can't actually show them. But I gave the place a bit of a sweep. So yeah, that kept me busy. And pretty much sorted out the desk's organization. Now I actually have to do some work. So because I somehow accidentally turned Netflix off, and don't know how to log back in, I can't actually watch everything I wanted to watch. But new episode of Alchemy of Souls is gonna be up tonight, and I've got a streamer, so. Pretty sure I just saw a mouse in there, like in the box, so someone is dying.